We forgot to do that twice. The last two podcasts.
I thought you were like past that thing.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Hi, welcome. I totally forgot our intro.
Welcome to the podcast. My name is Angelina, and my name is Audrey. And welcome to the Kpop podcast, the podcast where we do get canceled sometimes.
I'm gonna point out that you didn't get the name right. It's the Kpop canceled podcast.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Immediately canceled. I'm canceling you officially. R.I.P. Audrey.
I'm not used to do.
It was nice while it lasted. But it's going to be a one-man show from now on.
Well, I'm okay. Ciao.
She just gave up so easily. We don't have the dogs with us today. They didn't want to be bothered, so
They're sleeping.
please understand.
So are you going to do the intro again?
No, I think that was good. No need to.
That's my first time to do the intro. I'm fucking
and
it
her
up.
last. So today we're going to be talking about K-pop idols and dating. So this was suggested by a lovely viewer of ours. And we're also going to talk about things related to dating.
I'm so not prepared for that.
Such as
I don't know.
cheating.
Oh.
Cheating, being a terrible person in a relationship, allegedly, of course, and all that jazz, because I have a lot to say.
Okay.
So,
Hallelujah.
we were singing Halazia earlier, and I thought of if Halazia was sang by a country star. Halla, 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 Halazia. Halla, 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 Halazia. Halla, 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 halla. It's great, right? Someone needs to like duet me and add a guitar.
Yeah, but I thought you were saying a country, like a country.
Yeah, I said if Halazia was country, she's like, it sounds
sounds
American. I'm like, yeah, that's the point. Then I thought it was like a country. I'm like, yeah, which country were you thinking? I don't know. A
Like
country.
if Elysium was a country.
Oh, if the song was like physically a country.
a country, it would sound like that.
Okay, I get
it. Sounds like American.
I get it now.
My brain sometimes. All the times.
Well, we've been getting some criticisms, as the podcast is going on. Apparently, I'm dismissive.
Of me?
Yes.
How?
Well, you'll say an opinion and I'll be like, absolutely not.
Well, it's my opinion. It's your opinion. It's
Yeah.
a conversation. You don't have to agree all the time.
Here's the thing. Like, I don't want to agree with everything just to be fun and fluffy.
And positive.
I'm so negative. I'm such a negative Nancy. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what's wrong with you. No offense. And everyone who watches. Everyone seems so positive, and I'm like everyone criticizes me for, you don't like anything. Well, I do like things. It just, everyone paints me as so negative. And maybe I am. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm just a hater at my core.
Character, maybe.
It's my character flaw, but everyone's acting like they've never disliked something in their lives. So everyone in the comments, let me know if you guys are hating ass bitches like me, because I feel so alone, especially with you.
Why?
Because you'll be like, I don't really like New Jeans' new song. Oh my God. OMG. And then I'll play it and all the lyrics. And I'm like, this is not hater behavior.
And she thinks that I'm listening to it, but I don't. I heard it yesterday.
Know the lyrics. So I don't get it. Like, that's not hater behavior. If I don't like a song, you're not going to catch me singing to it.
I don't know.
So I just feel very alone and I need some support in the comments. Because in my heart is dark in there and I hate everything. And I need some validation because I can't just keep living like this all alone.
Well, I hate Titanic and you keep sending me stuff for Titanic.
See,
She wants me to come with her at the representation and I don't want to.
Yeah, now you're making me sound like even more like a hater.
No, because
I keep sending you things you don't like. Let's move on from this immediately. Because you're trying to help the situation. It's just making me look worse. So let me open my Google Docs, my fancy Google Docs here. So just you like Lucas. We'll just put it out there.
Yeah.
While I look for this, say what you have to say.
He's innocent until proven wrong.
Okay.
I don't have more to say about it.
Well, we can start with the Lucas situation.
Okay.
And it's really, I don't have much of a structure for this episode. We're really just going to talk. And another preface, I'm going to preface another thing. Because we talked about Luna in the last episode.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, you have it all wrong. We don't think that.
But I saw comments at the beginning of that some orbits, not all of them because I can't put all of them in the same basket, but some orbits did wrote in the comments of a few, what was it? I think it was an Instagram post or something like that, or anyways.
The point being,
some comments.
Some orbits feel a certain way, some orbits feel another way.
Yeah.
Obviously, even you guys saying like you got it all wrong, orbits don't feel that way. Like you obviously can't speak for everyone. And we don't know how every single individual feels, and we can't always clarify every single sentence that we say. Like, okay, some orbits, I saw a couple orbits say this and a couple orbits, like it just gets too much of everything.
Yeah.
So I appreciate people who are clarifying how they feel and how most orbits feel.
Honestly,
respect for sure.
Honestly, I really loved the comments section of the last episode. It was a conversation of everybody, and it was deep. I loved it.
It was majoritarily amazing.
Yeah.
There was really not a lot of people being angry about anything. Like a lot of orbits, not just orbits, because we talked about a lot of fandoms like Stray Kids and all that jazz. They were just, again, having a conversation, and it was really great.
I loved it.
But for those who were like getting a little angry with us, like that's the thing, it is a conversation. Obviously, if I say something to her, like I don't know everything about the Ujin situation and I'm telling her what I know about it, like the people who are getting mad at me for not knowing all about it, like it's a conversation. How I'm not a walking Wikipedia. So I try to know the most that I can, but at the end of the day, it's a conversation. And we're not here to like teach people, I guess. I don't know.
Does
that make sense?
Still, the Ujin situation, even in the comments, there was so much like misinformation of that.
Yeah, some people.
I'm quoting because I don't know, nobody knows, but like people were like, "Oh my god, it's misinformation. It's not true." Blah 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 blah. So even what you said to me, it was written in the comments, and even people said that it was allegedly what you said.
Yes.
But it wasn't, but it is. So I don't know. I still don't know.
And it's just, there's no winning. I try to stay neutral because there's literally no winning. If I'm with him, I'm terrible. If I'm against him, I'm terrible. There's no winning. And if I'm neutral, I'm still terrible. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
We don't win
what
at the
I
end.
say.
Yeah.
So I just want this to be a conversation, and I want you guys to join into the conversation too. And the last episode, the before last episode, because we didn't upload the last episode yet.
Before.
Yeah. the unstanding groups one.
Oh yeah.
Amazing conversation. That's what I wanted this to be.
I loved it.
It was great.
Like, it was super great. I'm still going back to the episode to see if there's new comments because I want to read them. I loved it.
So amazing.
Yeah.
But Lucas, I feel like this is gonna be another polarizing episode. I'm hoping it's gonna be, a conversation.
Yeah.
But I do want to share my first impression of Lucas.
Sure.
So I honestly hated him at first because
Why?
Of Hofer Sushi.
I don't know.
Okay, so I had a beef with the K-pop YouTuber.
Yeah.
Remember, I made a video about Blackpink performances.
Are the same? Is it that one?
No, I made a video saying like their performances are like calculated down to a T.
Yeah.
And I got super canceled for that. And it was like the worst online experience I've ever had in my life, which is so funny because in 2023, everyone is critiquing their concert performances and being like, insert bad things about Blackpink. And I'm just baffled that that's acceptable now. Whereas in 2019, when I said the same things and that I said YG was holding them back. I just want to put that out there because their debut years, I felt like they were so free and it was so fun. Watch me get fucking canceled again. So when that happened, this K-pop YouTuber who was pretty prominent in the community made a video about my video saying that I'm wrong, that music shows There's like no live audiences or something. And I just felt like she was spreading misinformation about me. And we all know how people are when that happens. When something like that happens, all the fans follow like little sheep and they just regurgitate what that person said in their video and harass
the other
person. So I just had so many people in my comment section just regurgitating what she said, and I'm like, I don't think that's true. Like, I don't think what she said was true. Like, as far as I know, there was before COVID-19, there was
people.
audiences.
Yeah,
like, you can literally see in the fan cams fucking light sticks. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was so angry, and I felt very traumatized by her.
Okay.
I ended up making a video like clarifying how I felt about it and everything. So it's all under the rug now. But that's why I didn't like Lucas, because he was her bias.
So you associated his face with her?
Not even to that extent, because like, you know, we talked in the other episode about how I associated Blackpink faces because of all the comments I was getting. I've never seen Lucas before. I didn't even know who he was. I just knew that she biased him. So I don't like him. How he must be terrible if someone like, I'm gonna stop there. I'm sorry.
He must be
water under the rug. I don't know. It's all good now. She's living her life. I don't know. But I just really didn't like him because of her. Not for any other reason than just that. I didn't know what group he was from. Nothing.
It's valid though.
Yeah.
Like, you can be not true. Yeah, it's a trigger.
I feel like you're enabling me right now.
What?
Because I feel like that's not very reasonable, but it's
No,
okay.
I said it is.
I don't feel it's super reasonable, but it's okay. I appreciate your support. Okay. So that's my first impression of Lucas.
Okay.
I asked for the support in the beginning of the episode. I appreciate it.
And I'm giving you support.
I appreciate it.
I don't need support.
There's a difference between blind support. I'm kidding. I love Audrey. She's my bestie. Cut to the funky transition. So then all this stuff about him cheating came out, right?
Yeah.
And it kind of put on a spotlight, not only, you know, idols do date and all that jazz, but idols might not be exactly who we think they are. They might not be the best people ever, which I always believe. I always believe it, because there's celebrities, in my opinion, are probably shit. There's probably very little celebrities that aren't terrible people, because when you get that high up, when you get that much money,
it gets in your head.
1,000% it gets into your head, and you'll have people come up and say this in interviews and stuff, that like, it really got into my head and I needed to be brought back down to earth. Rose and On the Ground.
Everything
is on the ground. But they don't need me though. I don't know where I was going with that, because I feel like On the Ground is a terrible representation of that. It's fine. But there was a part where she said, it doesn't matter. I'm off track.
No, go ahead.
No, I don't remember. What must... It really had nothing to do with anything. Okay. So
the hole in the wall. Is it?
If you want to go there, I can. But I feel like people are gonna get mad at me. Because I remember I brought it up. Like, I used to live in a hole in the wall with a mattress.
Yeah.
I thought it was an actual hole in the wall. I'm like, I don't get what that means. But apparently, hole in the wall.
It's a saying, I guess.
It's a saying, and it just means like a dump. And people are like, well, they had rats at YG's dorms and stuff. I'm like, well,
I don't know if it's true.
I don't know. Like,
YG,
maybe
though?
they did. I don't know. Maybe they had bugs. I don't know. But like, it doesn't mean you came from rats. Like you made a choice to become an idol and you happen to live with the rats, right? But like, it doesn't mean you came from rats. Like obviously Blackpink came from very rich families. I'm not saying that to mean anything. The majority of celebrities come from rich people, come from people who are already celebrities. That's just how it works, right? So I don't get that argument, but I'm sure we'll argue about it in the comments. What was I saying?
Well, that Lucas wasn't a good person.
All that to say, it's not, allegedly, right? All allegedly. You don't believe that.
Well, not that I don't believe that, but
Speak louder.
Well, I'm speaking louder.
Well, you're very far.
Okay. So, not that I don't believe that, but since there's nothing from SM and it's like they're trying, well, right now they're trying to test the water, I feel like.
Oh, for sure.
For him to come back, but he wrote an apology, but he needed to. He's obligated to do. Do you remember, like, when Sui had her flag,
the Taiwanese flag? Yeah.
And she did an apology for that.
Yeah.
She was forced to have her Taiwanese flag up, and it's her country, even if it's like is it still part of China or not?
I'll be honest, I don't know enough about it to say anything, so
she just did an apology. That's it.
She had the flag or something, and she had to apologize, and people were saying like she shouldn't have had to apologize for that.
Yeah.
It seemed like something so minuscule and unimportant, though from our perspective, like, what does it mean from our perspective compared to like what it means in Asia, what it means in Korea, what it means for her as an idol?
I don't know. It's political stuff.
That's why it was a controversy, because it's like a question mark, right?
Exactly. So I feel like Lucas is it's not the same, but it's in the same realm that he's obligated to put an apology because it's for legal stuff and stuff.
I don't know that I see it that way. I think that's different from like a behavior, right? Because that was something that we saw her do and that we saw her get backlash from. And it wasn't like something consistent or like a behavioral thing, if that makes sense. Whereas Lucas, there was like, 3 girls that came forward?
Yeah, but we don't know if it's true or not. We saw it.
There was at least one girl that came forward, which caused
a snowball effect.
Yeah. And then in return, there was an apology.
Yeah.
I just think if it wasn't true, like Chewy, she can't deny that she did that because she did, right? Like it's on camera and everything. But Lucas could have denied it. And
no, because the amount of scandals that there is, when did you saw an idol deny it?
The whole bullying scandal thing, companies were denying that idols were bullying anyone, even though they did bully people. So I wouldn't put it past the company to deny something, even if it did happen.
Yeah, but they all wrote an apology for it, even if they were denying it.
But they still denied it. SM didn't deny anything.
Because SM is a shit company for that. They never do anything for their artists for that.
Okay, I'm willing. Don't touch it. I'm willing to accept that.
Like that SM does nothing for that. Never.
Okay. I just don't want to get gaslit by fans, and that's what I feel like you're doing.
Why?
I'm kidding,
Why?
but because I remember for the Taeyong bullying thing, like fans. That's the thing. Anytime an idol does something wrong, fans are so quick to gaslight and be like, "Oh my God, no, this didn't happen." SM would never like confirm or deny. So I don't know. I don't know if they would. Like, what's the examples? Do we have like concrete proof that SM would confirm or deny? I think we'd have to look into that.
I don't know, because do you remember in Kingdom? There was Changmin and Yuno.
Was
the
there?
MC.
Okay.
The MC was Changmin and Yuno.
Okay.
But right after the first or second episode of Kingdom, Yuno had a controversy.
What was it?
I don't remember.
Okay.
But he was removed right away.
Okay.
And I don't know if he wrote an apology, but he was removed. He was put in a closet. He was like shut down from the world. And I knew it. And then, I don't know, he came back almost 6 months after or something. But we didn't have any, as I remember, we didn't have any proof if it was true or not.
Okay. So I'll give SM the benefit of the doubt, or I'll give fans the benefit of the doubt that SM is generally a company that wouldn't confirm and or deny something. And that we just have an apology so far,
Yeah.
and idols apologize for anything, even if
If it's
they
true
did
or
it,
not.
even if they didn't do it, even if they didn't have to apologize for it, even if we feel there was no need.
They need to. They
So-
always do. But if it's true, I just want to know. I just want something. I don't want it gray. Right now, when we are in the gray zone, I want it if it's black or white. That's
Okay.
it. If he's not a good person and he's removed from all the groups he's in, well then
That's that.
that's it. It ends here, and like we can move we can move away. We can turn the page.
We can move on.
Yeah, we can move on. But if it's not true, I just want to know that it's not true, and we can like have
Still move on.
still move on,
Yeah.
and just like keep going and continue. Because I feel like Wavy is so affected by that.
Yeah, they haven't done anything.
Nothing.
We'll never see Jalapeno.
Oh my god.
And it was like
It
the day
pains me.
before, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a week before. Yeah, it was the day before
Or
the release.
something,
Sorry, it
yeah.
was a week before. It started a week before, and then it never released it. It pains me because Lucas and Hendry are my favorites.
Oh no! I mean, at least the photo cards are cheaper. I'm kidding. Retracted my statement. I don't mean that.
But yeah,
So, okay, let's say it's not true and he had to apologize, and that really sucks. But if it is true, it wouldn't surprise me. It
Me
just
neither.
it wouldn't surprise me at this point, because like people are flawed. People are terrible. People are flawed.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just look at the world. Look at the world. That's why I'm just so negative. You're so positive, and here I am like, this world is so dark and disgusting.
I think
and
it's because of
unworthy.
it's because of her traits.
Maybe, yeah. Our upbringings, everything gets put into us, and but
Yeah.
anyways, if it's true, I wouldn't be surprised by it, and honestly, I wouldn't put it past a lot of idols to be exactly that way, which is I don't know if it's like unfortunate, but we do idolize people too much, and then when they do shit like this, we're shocked as hell. Like, oh my god, people are capable of that. Like, I don't know how people are so surprised.
Because it's part of the idol persona.
I guess so.
We're idolizing them, but they are idols, and they are so like perfect looking and pressured to be like that when they do something, we forget that they are human.
Basically.
Yeah, but I don't remember about for if he wrote an apology, or if SM did something about it,
Yeah.
TVXQ.
Look up the thing. But when I was younger, okay, I say I don't know why people are so surprised. But if I was younger, I would have done the same thing.
What?
If I was a child and I heard that an idol did something wrong, I would have tried to find every which way around it to make it so that's not true. I would have tried to find like evidence, and that's what people do. They try to find evidence, like, actually, it's not adding up, and you're just like a little internet investigator.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what do you know? What do you know as somebody like just on the internet? You weren't there. You don't know what happened.
You don't know anything.
No.
All that you can only do supposition.
You can just assume. Yeah.
Yeah, you can only assume what happened,
Mm-hmm.
and you only see the clean face, I guess.
Yeah.
Like when you only see when the cameras are on.
Exactly.
You don't see the behind the scenes of that person itself.
And people switch up so quickly too.
Yeah.
Because someone could just say, I saw this happen, and everybody switches and okay, sure. And then someone finds evidence against that, and then they switch. Okay, I'm on the other side. And then someone finds more evidence. Okay, I'm switching again. Like everybody is inconsistent, and it's dangerous. It's really dangerous. And we need to think more. We need to fact check more.
But how can we fact check?
if you can't fact check, then don't pour your heart and soul into believing something if you can't fact check it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
so we
let's
can't
say-
put our heart in every idol because we can't fact check anything.
Well, I mean, like, right now,
Yeah.
if it ends up being true that Lucas was a cheater and a terrible person, you're gonna move on with your life.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Yeah.
And if not, you're still gonna move on with your life. You haven't put your heart and soul into it.
No.
Right? But there's some people who, like, I bet they're betting their lives on the fact that he didn't do it. But you can't fact check it. Or maybe they can. I don't know. I feel like I remember covering the Lucas story. I feel like I've just been gaslit so much. I just don't know what's real anymore. Like, I feel like there were things that were confirmed, and then I don't know.
I just don't know. I don't know. And now, like, he put something last week.
Fucking Forrest Gump soundtrack stuff.
Again. Like,
The
I
man's
feel like
obsessed.
I have a deja vu of Forrest Gump, but I think it was in his story or something.
Okay.
But he's testing the water, SM is testing the water, and they announced that Super M will be returning after Temin and Bacon will be back from the military. And people are trying to see the lights, and they say that Lucas won't be in because the lights aren't 4 green lights for the 4 guys from NCT and Wavy.
Okay.
So they think it will be Max from TVXQ because it's a red light, but people are watching Jopping music video and Lucas is represented by red lights, so it's gonna be him and blah 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 blah. We don't know, but I feel like SM is testing the water.
They are, because didn't they include Lucas in a video recently?
Yeah,
So
I saw that.
I feel like he's gonna make a comeback. Because didn't Tanya have like the exact same scandal and he came back? Or I don't even, maybe they haven't had a comeback since then, but Tanya also had a cheating scandal as well. I don't know. I just think cheating is scum behavior. And but everybody, so many people do it. I was going to say everybody does it, but like you hear stories all the time of people cheating. But it's a health hazard, guys. Stop doing it. My PSA, stop doing it. I don't know if I've ever told you before.
What?
I have a personal story to tell.
You cheated on someone?
No! Oh my God! No! I would never. I had a boyfriend once, and we were together for a really long time. And when we were breaking up, it was kind of mutual. This is very personal and very random, but when we were breaking up, he told me, we're not breaking up because I cheated on you, because I didn't cheat on you. And also, it's not because you're fat. First of all, I'm fat. Second of all, I didn't ask him any of this.
So he did cheat on you.
I'm thinking he probably cheated on me.
Yeah.
Because, like, why do you bring that up? Like, I promise I didn't cheat on you. Also, you're not fat. Like, I am fat, first of all. Like, and why are you bringing that up? I didn't ask you. So I feel like I was cheated on in a relationship. I haven't processed it because I don't even know if it's true or not.
Well, I have been cheated on.
You have?
3 times.
What the? You've never said anything about this.
By the same guy. It was
I'm not. Oh my God, this is so inappropriate to laugh. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm not. No, this is not funny.
Yeah, it was my first boyfriend.
You're laughing and it's making me laugh.
It's because I think, because I knew it, but I was so naive because he was my first boyfriend.
We're like soulmates. We're meant to be besties, literally. We have so much in common. It really bothers me to my core because there's so many people out there who don't mind being in polyamorous relationships. What are you doing? I get like the thrill, like role play or something. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like it's just like very scum behavior. And like, of course, there are some idols who are cheating. There are idols who are dating. There are idols who are terrible people. There are idols who are great people. You know, it's very nuanced. You can't just trust everything you see.
Do you think the cheating stuff is because most of the idols do still have the contract, like they can't date?
No,
so they have to keep it secret. Do you think it can be an issue because of that?
No,
No.
I don't think so. I think people
Because since they have to keep their relationship secrets, they can go and see every other person because nobody know that he's or
We-
they're in relationship.
We
Do you
would
know?
have to do like a scientific study
Yeah.
and get statistics
How?
to be able to say if being in a secretive relationship due to a contract makes you more likely to cheat. I just think people like the thrill of it, right?
Yeah, because it's secret. So
Being secretive about it and the thrill of getting caught or something like that. Because otherwise, why wouldn't, like I said, why wouldn't you just be in a polyamorous
if
relationship?
you take like a public relation couple
Mhm.
and one of them cheats,
Yeah.
I would be more like, oh my god, how can he do that? Because
Yeah.
he was a public couple.
Yeah.
But since other idols with cheating allegations aren't public couples, since it's secrets, how can you know that it's real or not? Because it was secret. Do you know?
I get what you mean.
That's why I'm like, well, he's innocent till proven wrong. Because I don't care.
I kind of get what you mean, but I don't know. I don't think having like a contract where you need to keep your relationship secret would change the fact that like if you got into a relationship with someone and it was monogamous and then you cheated on them, like I don't think it changes anything.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it was like just Tinder dates here and there.
You never know. Like that's why communication is important too. To be like, this is how I feel about you. It's casual. It's not casual. But people need to consent to it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So we discussed a lot about cheating, which has been the majority of the podcast so far. But
Already?
really, this was supposed to be about dating. So I'm reading my notes. I wrote, cheating is scum of the earth behavior. It's a huge character flaw. So we need to talk about dating now.
Okay.
So
The positive stuff.
not really. 'Cause I can make anything negative, believe me. So do you think idols should be able to date?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. This is a very nuanced take, and I don't want anyone to just jump on me right now, but I think idols, for now, shouldn't date. Not that they shouldn't be able to date. Obviously, in a perfect world, they should be able to date. They should be able to do what they want, of course. But given the nature, given the climate surrounding idols and dating, I don't think they should for their own good. So international stands, they seem to be pretty okay with dating.
Yeah.
Though I think a lot of them are overcompensating for how they feel. I think a lot of them are probably iffy about it because they find so much comfort in their idols. So when they do date, I feel like they overcompensate for it. And they're just like, actually, I would rather date who my idol is dating. She's so hot. Like, you know, they're like, so
they're trying to convince themselves.
they're trying sometimes I feel like they're trying to convince themselves that like they're not heartbroken inside. Because I can tell you with 100% certainty, if Taemin dated anyone when I was younger, I would have fucking lost it. I would have lost my marbles. It would not have been cool.
Not Taemin.
Yeah. He would literally go near other girls when I was younger. And I would feel so hurt inside, like genuinely
So
hurt.
you hated We Got Married.
I didn't watch it, to be honest.
Oh, I love it. I want it back.
As a young child, I didn't like follow every single thing. I felt like it was harder to follow every single thing, but I just remember feeling so hurt when an idol would date or something, because I loved them. So
It was painful.
it was literally painful. So I do feel as though some people do try to overcompensate for the fact that they're hurt by. And some people are totally fine with it. They literally don't give a fuck if an idol dates or not. Like, I believe that. But I do think there are some people who are not okay with it, but they don't want to
they don't want to see like they're the asshole for that.
Exactly. They don't want to get berated for it. And you are seen. I feel you. I hear you. Young me.
Young me was the same.
I was the same. I would have lost my shit, seriously. But international stands, as a general rule of thumb, I would say
They're
more
okay.
Yeah.
They're more open.
However, have you
They
seen the comments that a lot of K-nets leave?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Yuno's dating scandal?
Yuno's from 80s?
Yes, Yuno from ATEEZ.
No.
Okay, so he had a dating scandal.
When?
So there was pictures after their concert of him, allegedly. It was just the back of him. Or alleged, we don't know. It was a picture of some guy and some girl walking. There was no face shots, nothing. But they said he was dating like this florist, and she owned a florist shop. I don't know. Mm-hmm. And like she had an account where she was saying that he brought her medicine when she was sick, and that they were dating, and then they had a bunch of couple items, and
that's so sweet.
But yeah, it's sweet. But if you read like the comments, the backlash, it was like, well, he might as well join the military right now. Like he might as well just leave ATEEZ. So should idols be able to date? I feel like it's such a nuanced question, because you can't just say yes or no. Because if you say yes, then you're ruining their career.
Yeah, I'd say yes, they should be able to date. But no, it shouldn't be like always a public couple.
Fair. I think they are dating.
Yeah.
Their idols are already dating. It's a hard fact to swallow.
It's not an obligation to be a public couple. That's what I mean.
Yeah. I think there's no harm in keeping it secret. Mm-hmm. And I don't know.
Okay, if Yuno was dating the florist,
mm-hmm.
if we knew, because I think K-netizens always assume that it's still the same, that in their contracts they can date. It's their fandom is their girlfriends and everything, and they push it often.
But to be fair, we did discuss in one of the episodes that
they do it.
Idols do push.
Yeah, they push it.
Yeah.
If it was like, okay, I don't know how to word it, but
say it in French.
Okay,
just say it in French.
Comme là, ils sont pas genre, c'est pas public, puis le public coréen, ils assument tout le temps que ils ont pas le droit contractuellement, qu'ils ont pas le droit de dater. Mais si genre c'était enlevé de leur système, que comme c'est normal qu'ils datent, puis qu'ils ont le droit, puis que contractuellement ils ont le droit de dater, si on va dire Yuno datait la fleuriste, puis que ça blow up, it shouldn't be such an issue.
You think it should be a societal change, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be hard, though.
Yeah, it's like
I think
maybe in 100 years. But
I think it is slowly changing, though, so I don't think it's too far off of like the path. However, ATEEZ don't have a dating ban.
How do we know? Have we seen their contracts or not?
Here I am spreading. I didn't fact check it, and I'm just saying it like that.
That's why I'm saying if we knew that it was not a contract ban.
Allegedly, they don't have a dating ban, and I don't know if they've confirmed this anywhere. But I do think companies are being more relaxed about it in general.
Yeah, because they're human. It's part of human nature to
want to date,
to want to be with somebody.
Because I remember 21 had a 5-year dating ban.
Yeah.
You have 2 members in that group that are 25.
30.
They're not going to date till they're 30. Nobody's following that.
Well, I don't even have a ban, and I still have no dates.
Cut to the funky transition.
I should make myself a contract.
I'll write one up for you.
Okay. Will I have a ban or not?
You can join 22.
Okay.
Do you know about 22?
Sure. Yeah.
You do?
I do. But I don't know the other members of 22.
So, back in my day, when I was first a K-pop YouTuber, there was all these like fake K-pop YouTuber groups.
Oh, they're fake? Oh, okay.
Well,
no, 22 is fake.
Yeah.
No, it's real, guys. It's real.
So, oh my God, I'm trying to remember. The only one I can remember is Sperm. They were a knockoff of Super M.
No, it's the fandom name.
No. There was these K-pop YouTubers. They created a band called Sperm. It was funny.
Okay.
So I wanted to create 22, and I thought it was genius. I think someone made like Clowns Generation.
Clown Generation.
For Girls' Generation.
Oh, okay.
Clowns Generation.
Okay.
So I made 22 with K-pop Shake, my friend Minty, and we were just 2 at the time, but then we were like, we should add Markley Spears. I don't know why. We just wanted to add Markley Spears, and we just became a trio. We were going to make merch and everything. I have literally 222 sweatshirts downstairs. I was going to make merch and everything. But Markley Spears disappeared off the fucking face of the earth and not on Instagram anymore. We can't contact her.
Oh.
So you could be the replacement. You could be part of 22 until we find our lost member.
That's sad. I hope she's okay.
We have like a 20-year dating ban. We're from Baiji Entertainment.
20-year dating ban?
Yeah.
Since we signed the contract or since we're born?
Signed the contract.
Fuck, I don't want to sign it.
It's too late. You're part of the group. We did a handshake earlier. It counts. But anyway.
I'll be like half a decade when I'll be able to date someone.
That's the level of dedication we need for this group.
Okay.
This fake ass group.
Okay.
With no singles.
Okay.
And you have JY Bark as my label mate.
Label mate?
Yeah.
He's dreaming right now.
He is going. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So it's Meisha though. Actually, I can tell her dreaming compared to his. Okay, so back to dating. I think it pretty much is a death sentence to say, yeah, I think idols should date, because the boyfriend experience is so intrinsically linked to the experience of standing a group. It just is. And we can try to change the culture surrounding that as much as we want, but it's going to take some time.
It's going to take some time. And there's some idols who doesn't respond to those behavior anymore. Like they're trying to friend zone people. Yeah. But I feel like it's idols who we know they are sassy at start.
Kyo from P1 Harmony. Someone said something to him. I wish I could remember what they said to him. I think it was like, call me mommy or something. I'm throwing it out there. I don't think it was that. And he was like, you're so weird.
Because he's sassy.
My Instagram feed is just full of parrots and ATs. And there's so many fan sign videos. And I cringe. I cringe
over Songhwa. Songhwa is like, say it again. Why?
I'm your boyfriend. You found your boyfriend right here. Like, I'm not judging anyone. I feel like for a public fan sign call that someone is watching you with your idol. It's I don't know.
Well, it gives them publicity, so. Yeah. Oh, do you remember? I think I sent you the 8, Minghao. Yeah. He's so sassy. He doesn't want to.
I remember the frog one.
Oh, yeah.
Where someone's showing him their pet frog and he's like,
ooh.
What the
He's
fuck?
Grossed out. Yeah. Because his emoji is a frog. Yeah. But he hates frog.
Poor guy.
There was a fan sign where the fan was like, I wanted that photo card so bad. I bought a lot of albums and stuff. And he was like, just print it.
Just print it. Why do you need all those photo cards? Just print it.
Just print it.
You didn't get the one you like? Oh well.
Just print it.
You don't need to buy more albums. Just print it.
So yeah, there's like idols who doesn't play with it, and there's idols who does.
I think it's fun because they can get away with it being playful, right? It's not like they're being mean or anything. It's playful. It's funny. It makes a cute little viral moment. So I do think the culture surrounding it is changing. Yeah. Like when I was young, I would have lost my shit. But I feel like people are losing their shit less and less.
Because it was more conservative when we were young.
Yeah.
Than now. I think it's a generation behavior.
It might be a generation thing, or it's the same, just packaged differently.
No, I think it's a generation. The idols from today, the fourth gen.
Yeah.
More of them are more in the mindset of, I don't want my fandom to think that I will be their boyfriend or not.
Okay.
In some way.
Because when I say I think it's like the same but packaged differently, I'm not sure. Because when I was younger, I definitely believed that idols did not date.
Yeah.
Like, why would they date? They're so busy. They're so dedicated to their fans. They could never date. Like, why would they risk it? And all the backlash. Like, I genuinely believed that. So I do feel like it's changing, and that people now, they're like, of course they date.
Yeah.
Maybe it breaks our hearts inside, but of course they date.
Of course. They can be our best buddies.
They could be our best buddies. But of course they date.
Yeah.
But I don't know if like younger people still are thinking like that. We would have to ask.
Young people.
Let's ask the youth.
The youth.
What do 9-year-olds think about this?
They're not on YouTube.
They are, trust me.
I don't know.
They are.
They're not supposed to.
No, but seriously, I wonder. Because I don't know if we're growing up with the generations and we're growing up with more like-minded people. So people around us are like, yeah, idols date. But what do the youth think? I wonder. Ask your siblings, ask your younger siblings what they think. If they believe idols date. Because I really didn't believe that they did. And then when there was like a dating scandal, it's like, oh, the end of the world. Well, obviously they're just holding hands. Nothing more than that. Cut to funky transition. So I'm just checking my notes.
Yeah. Did we miss something?
I
feel like we've been nowhere at this conversation.
I thought this episode was pretty cohesive.
Yeah, really?
I think it was pretty like
Fluent?
Yeah, pretty fluid.
Fluid, not fluent.
Both fluent and fluid.
Okay.
There's some notes that don't make any sense. I wrote the Irene example.
Oh yeah. For what?
I don't know. It just
for being rude?
Maybe it's just like an example that idols aren't who you think they are. They really aren't. Oh, we could talk about that for a minute. I made a video about this a while ago, but it was a while ago. So I learned in linguistics, there's something called the observer's paradox. And I feel this can be applied to anyone who's on TV, right? So let's say I want to interview you and I want to study your vernacular. If you know I'm interviewing you, you're going to speak with a higher level of language. You're not necessarily going to use your vernacular because you know you're being watched.
Oh, okay.
So no matter what, there's this observer's paradox. No matter what, you're being watched. So you're not going to be able to relax that much. So I think the same thing applies to anybody who's being watched on TV, who's being filmed. You're going to act
a different way.
The nicest way that you can because you know you're being watched.
And you want to please two people.
Yeah, and you probably went through media training. You were probably trained by your company. Speak this way, act this way. It's normal. Everybody goes through that. So of course these idols all seem so nice and so amazing and so this and so that. Not all of them are actually like that. Some of them are introverted. Some of them don't want to ever talk to anybody ever. Some of them just don't care. It's just human nature.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the Irene example.
I think it is.
Yeah. And then I also wrote... No, that's it. I think that's it. Maybe this will be a bit of a shorter episode, but...
Yeah, but... No, for sure.
Do you have anything else to add to our dating episode? Fuck.
I don't know. I don't know if I have something to add. It just sucks that... Oh, yeah. Do you remember, like, Dispatch release a couple of the year every year? And this year wasn't idols, it was actors.
Was it? I didn't know.
Oh no, it was one idol and one actor. Was it Dispatch who released that?
I don't remember.
IU is in a couple right now. She's with Jungkook.
So. Yeah.
Is it with Jungkook?
I don't know who she's with, but she's with somebody.
Actor.
Yeah.
He's so cute though.
I don't know who
Does
he
have good
is.
taste. But yeah, but I feel like it's such a pressure. Maybe that's why it's hidden and secret, that they don't want Dispatch to. It's a pressure to be like released to the public.
Maybe, but I also heard that anything that is released to the public, the company did have a chance to pay money to hide it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, everything is controlled a certain way or another.
Mm-hmm.
And if the company doesn't want something released, they could pay to not have it released. Everything is controlled.
So JYP and SM didn't pay to have it not released,
Apparently, I think.
and YG didn't pay.
I don't think
both
YG
sides?
would pay anything. I don't think YG gives a shit.
Yeah. Who else?
That's just what I heard. It's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. I think they have like a bunch of shit on so many idols, and sometimes it gets released, sometimes it doesn't get released, depending on who wants to pay or not. That's just what I heard. I
just remember that Dispatch kind of ruined Wano's career, and when he was cleaned, he did an interview with Dispatch to like boost him up.
Yeah.
I don't like Dispatch.
Media companies.
I don't like it though.
Everyone is trying to make money.
Yeah.
Everyone is trying. It's capitalism.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us on this episode where I feel like we talked way too much about cheating. Not enough about dating.
Okay, if there was
Who?
okay, if we could create couples and it was a real thing, who would you like to see together?
Oh. I've never thought about that.
Yeah.
You go first.
I don't know.
Oh. Well then, shit.
I'd like to see, I don't know. I feel like Wano and Uki from Jidol would be cute though. Cheetah!
Nick that.
Cheetah!
Nick that.
Cheetah!
I really don't know. I have never thought about that.
But like, okay, if they release and it was a couple and you'll see them and you'll be like, that makes sense.
I'm so I would have to like sit and think because I'm just like Hyuna and Dawn, but
Yeah.
I want them back
Do you
together.
believe the rumors?
I think they're back together.
You think?
Come on, like they're about to release new music. So them breaking up is like a lot of publicity.
I don't think so. I don't think they will. They
were
were
about
supposed
to
to
get
get married.
engaged, yeah.
They were engaged.
Yeah, so why call that? I want to believe in love so bad. I just don't. They're the last. I just want to hold on to this belief of love. And this is the last straw. Please just get back together. For the love of God, get back together. Do you ever just want to believe that someone could be with another person forever?
No.
You don't. Ooh, okay. When I was younger, I thought like I would be with one person for the rest of my life.
No.
So I just stayed in a toxic relationship for like 5 years, thinking like, well, this is the one person, just one person forever. Like I just believed it so hard. It was so detrimental. I just really wanted to believe. And I don't anymore.
I've never believed that.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's weird. It's really
It should
weird.
be the opposite.
It should. I feel misplaced
Yeah.
with myself.
I should be the one who doesn't believe. No, I don't.
I don't. Like, if you're not comfortable with that person anymore, just move on. Don't ruin yourself with that. Put yourself first. Because you'll end up miserable.
Yeah. Hindsight is 50-50. I don't actually know what that means.
Me neither. They say hindsight 20/20.
I don't know the lyrics.
One day I will It's one day, I think. Oh yeah, it's one day. They say it. Yeah, maybe I would.
One thing at a time.
Okay, bye.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Don't forget to follow us on
Oh,
Instagram and share this video with
Friends you don't have. You stole my line.
No, you just. I was doing the intro, so I did the outro. Such a bad job that I did.
Bye.
Ciao.
She getting up, so I gotta go. Annyeong, goodbye, adios.
Annyeonghaseyo. Goodbye, au revoir, adios.
Dear God, please show Audrey the 21 light. She needs it.
No, because I'm part of 22. I don't need
Yeah, how are you part of 22? You don't even know a 21 song.
Because I don't want to be a copycat.
We're obviously not a copycat. We're so original. Stream, go away.
Goodbye, au revoir, adios.
She getting up, so I gotta go. We didn't do. She's a cat book. I have a surprise for you in the next episode.
Okay.